Hey folks, good evening. Jakob, Scheiten, Sasha, Sola, Mark, McCusk, Mark again, Morthen, McSky, Arrival, Arrival, Airflex. Hello. Good evening. Tritosi, hello. What needs updating? It's relevant. Nia! Nia needs to update trailer moments version checking. Naughty, naughty. Ah! Hey, Nox. DM Finzi, hello. What on earth? Wow. My chat did not like whatever. Oh, there you go. Took a while to load. There you go. How's everyone? Nah, Nox's emote took a while to load, so it just said the text for a second there, and I got really confused. By the way, those giant fusion reactions for dealing with the cold effect, painful, unbrittle, and volatile production. Oh yeah, they require an additional 10 volatile production. Hi, Enzo. Right. Last time, what we had? Last we want to colonize, and our target for colonization is Delta Sorgana 3. Is our target for colonization. It's only got one stable location. I seem to remember ages ago. I seem to remember a very long time ago. There was mention of using story points to create stable locations. Is that not in the game? Ada. For you, Herflex, apparently. So we want to colonize that. For colonize that, we need a surplus of 1,000 people. It's 1,000 people to colonize. Our colony needs our fleet needs 935. So we need 1,935 people, which means we need troop carriers or things of that nature for 935 people. Hey, Nox. Yeah. You've been around for a while. Things have changed. How long do you take? You take 300 people, but your maximum crew is down because of compromised storage. I might actually have to take like a one-off nebula from somewhere. I need the population capacity. You got 350, but you require 125, so it doesn't really help us that much. Right. It's up to John. Okay, anything you need to pick up here before we forget? I think I dropped everything I need to drop, right? There's nothing else I need to pick up? No. Oh. Ooh. Hey, Oni. Dead Space? Dead Space 1? 2? I can't tell. 2. Just get a little bit of an Oni giggle at the end there. Looks at 50k at a long time? Ada ends on hunks. Could also just suffer the CR loss and dump most of the crew. Yeah, that's also an option. That is also an option. But we can have a look around and see what we can come up with. Jingala, what have you got for me? You got the people I need, at least. Annoyingly, you also have compromised storage. Because you without compromised storage would solve most of my problems. Not all of my... Actually, would solve all of my problems without compromised storage. Would solve actually all of my problems. Speaking of solving my problems, that solves my problems. That's 400 people. Skeleton 215, that takes my required crew to 950. And yep, cool, done. Yoink. I actually bought a nebula. What is wrong with me? Right, max out crew. Oh, I got marines. Hang on. Abort time. I need to go dump some marines. because I need 1,950. I need to go drop some Marines off. Go drop some Marines off back at the planet, back at the station. Boop. The ships. Drop Marines off here. Take that with us. That'll be required sooner rather than later. As will that. Maybe. Haven't decided yet. Oh, we're definitely have to build a spaceport immediately, so that is going to get used immediately. I want to dump the rest of it off there at some point, but the rest of it can currently wait. Alright, let's go get crewed up. Crewed up, fueled up, etc, etc, etc. Bring the cores? No need, not really. Not now, anyway. Crew up to full. Fuel up to full. Right, how are we doing for... You got enough to get there and back again, which is the important bit. Do I just take... Fine, I'll take the cores with me. I'll take the cores with me. They get built automatically. It's even better because it means I can immediately shove the fullerene spool in there. Can I take the lot? Not particularly the wisest thing I could do. No, I can't. Not the Marines. Not the Marines. I can take the rest of them, but do I want to? Because just to a certain degree, I want to leave. It's going to be a pain to travel back to refit all the time. You know what? No. Weapons stay behind. Weapons stay behind. This stays behind. Because I can just... It's more likely that I'm going to be in here to refit rather than over there. So I'll take everything else out. But that stuff can stay behind. Right. How far is that away for us? That is 26 days at base burn level. How many days of supplies have we got? Not many. Yeah. I want more days of supplies. It's going to cost me, yeah, 50,000 done. Hang on, wait a second. Garnier. No, I haven't got Marines. Damn it. I haven't got the Marines. I misplayed that one a bit. Screw it. Right, whatever. Get it done. Let's just transverse jump out of here. What will I call you? I haven't decided yet. Alright, let's make a move to Sigma... I keep wanting to call it Sigma Draconis because I just looked at Sigma the Dragon. But it's not Sigma Draconis, it's Delta Strigana. Right. Slow down. Speed up. Eight days away. Gee, hang on 1 second. Before I get too over-eager. Planets to... name... Delta Surgana 3. To colonize... Hang on. Do I know how much it would take to colonize? Have I got everything? I've got the people. Have I got the supplies and the fuel? Not fuel, supplies and machinery to colonize. Hope I do. This is going to be one hell of a short trip. It's going to be an embarrassingly short trip. Someone scoffed for vanilla 9.5. Well, they can go. They can go and do one. Shout out a few names and do a poll. Is there a start recommended for first-time players, like what sector start type? And just default settings are fine. Yeah, do the tutorial, but default settings are fine. Turn to supplies. I'm glad I took the supplies. 100 machinery. We're good. Yeah. Right. Alpha Guaya. Let's see. We haven't looked in here, but there's actually nothing in here. There's no planets at all in Alpha Guaya. So never mind you. They slow down now. Rather than going through a storm or avoiding it, AI people now slow down, which is nice. Gamma Surgana. How many of these have explored? Alpha Surgana we've explored. Epsilon Surgana we've explored. Gamma Surgana we've explored. Ice Giants, Rocky Unstables, Frozen. One. Asmodee. And Hadu. I gotta go there anyway, don't I? Baron Bombarded. Stable location. I haven't done Baal. I've done Zintra, which has Baron, Volcanic. I never name the character after myself, so calling it anything to do with Nemo doesn't work too much anymore. Speed up and slow down. And speed up. In a salvage expedition, huh? Right. We hath arrived. Which is the Dr. Surgana? It's that one. My dude. Really my dude. I hate salvagers. I hate salvagers so hard. Screw salvagers so hard. I can cancel out the SPS, that's fine. So I'm just seeing if I can actually take them. I'm trying to see if I can actually take them. It's irrelevant. That does nothing to you. Unreliable subs. Oh no, your time is still over 5 minutes. Glitch sensor array. No, I don't think I can. Too many good ships on their side. It's the line of cruisers that does it for me. If it wasn't the line of cruisers, we'd be fine. If it was everything else apart from line of cruisers, I'd take it. Hell, if it was just like without the Falcons, I'd take it. There's too many good ships here. It's not a pirate fleet. This is a salvage fleet. They just salvage fleets that just turn like hostile at the drop of a hat. It's really annoying. Yeah, too many Falcons. If it wasn't for the Falcons, I could take them. That's 5 Falcons, 3 of which are in mint condition, and they're all officered. Every last one of them. Yeah. We'll take them. We'll dump the story point. Go away. Right. Let's drop stuff off here. Dr. Surgana 3. Establish a colony? Can we do that? We can do that. Accessibility is 42, but it'll be 72 by the time we're done, so establish a colony. Ba-bam. Colony on Dr. Surgana 3. No, I'm not going to call it the Fang. P3X7763. Which is P3X7663? I forgot which one that is. My Stargate isn't up to scratch. It's Tolan. Really? Okay. I mean, you should be thankful. They offer you free experience in salvage whenever they meet you, Nemo. Yeah, but not all the time. Pandora. How's your whatchamacallit? How's your Borderlands playthrough going, Yanni? So take example from Nemo, I started a vanilla run. It's really quite lovely how much of a niche each hull has mods, adding 100 more hulls, making them all feel a bit samey. Dave, hey look. Grounder, Rhesus, Lingvaya, Lycosia, Kusa. I have to. Now that your planet, we haven't need a faction. I haven't actually set up a faction flag yet. Mm. I go for that one. West faction, no. Because we have NEW, right? So our faction names are NEW. So I'm gonna make that be. Can't call it Naval Expeditions West. Because our character's name is Moon West, so I want to be able to do NEWB something West. Let's see. Spent hours doing this. Glorious Gopniks. New. Net explosive weight. Tyrant fleets, Ghost Project. No, that's not going to do anything. West. This is what happens if I come to stream without a plan in the head. Not east-west. It's a not east-west courier ship. Reports that Heaven is now in control of the Corvus Star System. That works. For the time being, anyway. Right, we're here. Launching infrastructure. Space Force is building. Assign AI core for you. And do that. Some cores online. Hazard pay. Hazard pay is all the financial incentives meant to drive increased immigration to this colony. The growth rate is equal to the hazards. The growth rate bonus is equal to the colony hazard rating penalty immigration plus an additional 5 points. Each point costs 1,000 per month. For this colony, the total incentive cost is 5,000 per month. I'm assuming we're not making money right now. I'm assuming this is not actually working. Okay, so let's drop some stuff off here. Drop that off. And once that's built, we'll have an additional 50% accessibility, which will drive that up to. We're currently at. Yeah, we're going to go up to plus 42. Plus negative. No, damn it, Nemo, why? Why'd you do this? I just wasted money on that now. Because I just. Was that refunded? The first one was free, wasn't it? The first one's free. Damn, I wasted money on that. Control Z is not included in this game. I don't like that cancel clicking is clicking on it twice. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. It should be a right click thing, not a left click thing. Yeah, so there's definitely Nemo not fool in chat. So that's there. Well, okay, hang on. That's the start of everything then. So our faction need an agent extracted from colony in Karis. Flag task. We're going to do this. No, okay. For the time being, we're good. Construction started. I can't mine this at the moment because I have not enough heavy machinery, but at some point we will get heavy machinery here. How much do I need to make a comm station here? That's the big question. How much do I need to make a comm relay? It requires transplutonics, doesn't it? Requires 100 metal and 10 transplutonics. Which gives you the stability, the sensor gives me sensor range, don't need that, and the nav boy gives me additional speed. No, we need that. So we need 100 metal and 10 transplutonics. So eventually I can get from there anyway. A single lumen. A single lumen. Let's go do it real quick. Can I prepare it? It's more the fact that you click it once to select it for destroying, and again. Can you get a nice flank going here, please? That'd be lovely. Good. Quick, simple, easy. Wreckage. One extra machinery. Slowly but surely, we're building up the stockpile again. Everything else we checked, right? Pretty much. There's nothing else I need here. So I kind of need to leave this to grow to a certain degree. I want to get 80 heavy machinery for this. It's kind of important. I'm running Wolfpack? No, I'm not running Wolfpack. Second leadership skill. Not third, second. Hello there. It's a bit quiet. And to raise the volume of that at some point. We'll hop over here, see what they've got for us while we do that thing to build. Alright, what's in Hadu? Hadu is Warning High. Oh, lovely. Of course it's Warning High. Where are we going here? We're going to a desert world. Oh god, what are we doing here? Go to Ogion in the Haidu system. Let's jump in there whilst in very, very going darkness. Okay, Shepherd over there. Hello, Shepherd. Oop. Explore you. Salvage you. Some metal. We're getting our metal collection up and running. Scan the surface for the Galatia Academy Research Outpost. I think we've done exactly this. I think we've done this kind of mission before, so I don't think I need to read this out again. No. Allowing you to exchange greetings with the leader of the outpost. Last time the outpost was destroyed. They seem eager to become your friend, and an invitation is extended to share a meal with the research team leads. It all feels rather false to you, but experience with the Glacier Academy has taught you that these academics' careers depend on fostering networks of influence. After confirming the details of the shuttle flight down, you exchange pleasantries and close the channel. Ma'am, there's something you should see, your comms officer says. We've received a transmission from what looks like a modified telemetry repeater in low orbit. It's a cry for help. A hastily recorded holo from the outpost leader you just spoke to, here, disheveled and sweating and fearful, reveals that the research outpost has been taken over by some kind of beta-level AI core. Oh, I want it. It is forcing the researchers to work on a series of seemingly arbitrary human behavior experiments. The subjects are the outpost staff, forced to participate by the AI's total control over all habitat systems. Attached surveillance records and systems logs seem to bear out this bizarre claim. I haven't got Marines, blast it all. I don't think I can come back here afterwards either. At least 5 Marines. Oh my god. I've got 100 back at the base. Confront the AI via comms. Your comms officer reopens a channel to the outpost, and you confront the outpost leader with what you've discovered. The image of the broadly smiling scientist freezes, glitches, and distorts as the AI drops all pretense. Blocked 200 for no 257 comm system breach attempts, Captain. Your comms officer report whispers to an e-breach. Now they've stopped. Greetings, valued subject Moon West. Interrupt, query. To join, we, us, them. Ceremonial meal. Deception function. Assume denied, cold, dark, alone. Request Omega, fail. Fail core error fallback. Noise patterns flow and weave across the comms display, solidifying for moments on something suggestive of a face before collapsing, dissolving like the storm systems On the T side of a gas giant. Query Moonwest, polite request, elaborate, presumed offer. You attempted to negotiate a release of the prisoners. You pause a moment, considering, then explain in clear, simple language that the AI should release the researchers and allow them to board the shuttle you will send. You state that you have an armed fleet in orbit and only wish to see the situation resolved in a way that ensures the safety of all parties. Received, Captain Moonwest, hyperspace capable vessels 19, human credit amount 691472, flagship new 221T, negotiation asymmetric, agreed, tactic unpredictable escalation, conclusion hostage life support systems deactivated now, research staff 14, count, cold, dark, alone, mind death result, indeterminate period, soon, demand manifest uploaded, chronometer updating, Captain Moonwest. You glance at the list of demands set by the AI, a small transport shuttle, a few varieties of maintenance drones, 10 supplies, 5 machinery, and 30 fuel. This type of shuttle can't make hyperspace, but there's no telling what the AI could do with such advance. AI chides you. Interrupt. Chronometer updating, Captain Moonwest. Emphasis. Option empathy with human hostages and presumed status of offspring. Option performative reminder to exert social pressure if empathy incapable. Demand manifest market value lower than academician Alvis Sebastian Galicia Academy mission reward amount of 85,000 credits. Option if Lytic Association contemplate human Omega retribution response to multiple human mind death. I have this many fuel supplies and machinery. Again, I can just press 2 and I think I get a beta core out of it. Apparently, the stream constantly turned adaptive sync on and off. Oh no. In it for the story. We are in it for the story. Convince the AI to surrender. You consider the situation. This AI does not seem to be nearly so clever as you've been led to believe it should be. Was it the subject of some experimentation or modification that removed much of this intellectual capacity? You suspect that the fresh batch of academicians will not be forthcoming with details, whether through ignorance or a simple human desire to not implicate themselves. This might be simpler than it appears. AI, I will bring you to Omega. Affirm Moonwest, inexpressible emphasis. To all be, join as Omega, it replies. The comms terminates abruptly. Some minutes later, your comms officers repeating attempts to reopen the comms line while sensors run an active scan of the outpost site. Ma'am, it's comms. We have a transmission from the surface. You recognize the research lead from their distress call, looking somewhat more haggard than before. Captain, thank the stars. I think it's deactivated itself. This isn't some trick again, is it? No. You're too different. I have to believe you're real. An armed salvage team is dispatched to the surface to secure the AI core and rescue the outpost research team. They have no interest in staying after what has happened. Besides, the crux of the research is being loaded into a shielded cargo crate as you debrief them. The lead researcher is thankful for rescue, but refuses to explain why an AI core was active in their base. Repeated statements of, I take full responsibility is all you get. There's nothing to do here but return them to the Galatia Academy. Discreetly. Got a beta core? I would love to salvage you because you are in fact habitable, but I haven't got the ability to do so right now. I'm running low on supplies, I'm running low on everything. I think we have looked for the research station here. I get the feeling we've looked for the research station here, so we know there was one because I think we got it already. What makes that beta core think I want it? Hey, Omega. Right, spaceport's online. Let's make a move. See, why am I even doing this? Go. I don't want to deal with this place. That's the only problem is... Oh, gee, yeah, I'm definitely leaving. Oh my god, we're leaving. We are so out of here. Bye. I forgot that was... For a split second there, I forgot that was a red... planet. A red system. Right. Is it orbiting? No, it's still this one. They're orbiting clockwise. Does everything orbit clockwise in this game? It's for the Omega, not you. Well, Omega's the closest thing we've got. Hi, Prospector. What are you doing at my planet? Manage the colony. Dump some stuff off here. Right. Colony info. Spaceport. Spaceport is online and running. Credits per month. We actually have a profit. We got a profit, really? Nice, we got some accessibility. We can add install item, this fullerene spool. Accessibility is now 72%. Add AI core. Is that helping us at all? Demanded effects. We are importing a lot of stuff here. We are importing some stuff. We are got some base crew. We're not exporting anything at the moment, but way station would increase our accessibility by another 10. We do have a massive scattered. No, it's not. They're not widespread, so it's not that useful to put that there. Patrol HQ. Mining is relevant. Farming. Just what can we patch here? If we add stuff, what can we grab? We have we can use you on the farm. We can use you on the light industry. No transport ore deposits. No, so we can't use you. Soul nanotypes will not work here because we have ultra rich rare ore deposits. That'll not work. You will work though. Gas giant. I haven't got a gas giant, but that's going to go on the gas giant. If I shove mining down, mining is going to create a bunch of stuff already. So mining is probably not a bad first call. Mining potential here is amazing, yeah. I think I'm gonna get the mining now because the mining is going to be pretty damn decent here. Anyway. Info ads build the mining. 100 grand, get that built. Right, okay, done that there. Make it a free port. I'm not going to get a free port here. Not yet, anyway. Cool, but we're working there. No upkeep reduction because our all demand is supplied from out of faction. That begins. Right. You have to head back to Galatia. We have to head. I need to head back to. I want to check like other things. I want to check out Baal. I want to check out Gamazanthe. Mainly because irradiated, barren, volcanic, gas giants. Again, ice giants. Not even gas giant. Damn. How am I all over there? I can't even see what's over there. I haven't been up there. We want to expand our not east-west here. Anyway, Galatia is. Naraka first, just to refuel. I haven't got the things to even do that yet. Go back, pick up Marines, etc., etc. At least my expenses have been reduced a bit. Although we are what? We only have 1 more month. So we're gonna go to minus 20 next month. We're going to minus 20 next month because
another volunteer.
Hey, what's that? What? Wait, whoa, hold the phone. Who needs the drugs, please? Oh, the mining requires it. Of course they do. They're not even built yet. They require the drugs. Orgram, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Right, let's hop back first and see what's there, what's available. We need to get our machine. We need to get some more machinery. Ooh, pod. Enki Cronus, level 6, has joined your fleet. Good. Enki Cronus, what does Enki Cronus have for us? Enki Cronus. Steady, unassigned. Helmsmanship, target analysis, range specialization, systems expertise, gunnery implants, and damage control. So what am I going to do with you? Because you are nasty. I ideally want something that has charges and a range. You can go there for now, I guess. It's going to give you this extra speed. It'll give you some... long range is relevant for you. Long range is irrelevant for you because that's a short range ship. That has some charges, I guess, so you can go there for now. Yeah, I'll get the metal and the transplantonics too. Although it's probably a little bit too early to remind me of it, because I can't really buy anything here. Yep. Yep. Slow down. Hang on. Is that? Can I do that? Settings. Save. Speed up time. Lean back for a bit. Looks like a job for smuggling heavy arms and drugs. Hey, so does Abby. You can always buy 100% discount if you have sufficient Marines. Yeah, so I kind of want to get my Marines back. That's the main thing I want to do. It's the main thing I want to do is I want to get my Marines back. Yeah, we're low fuel, but our thankfully we're close enough to Naraka to be able to refuel here anyway. We could get back to Galatia, but I'd rather get to Naraka with space to spare. Yeah. Where's Naraka? You're here. I'm gonna go to Nachiketa. Arrived. Nachiketa Station. What up? So we get some supplies and some fuel. It doesn't have to be a lot of supplies, just enough for me to get back to base. Yep, okay, we got that. Anything I want to particularly pick up here? Not as such. Nothing jumps out at me as wanting to buy it immediately. So I need to save money now. I need to save money for until I'm earning money from the colony, especially as of next month we're going to have a lot of problems with money because our thing 6.5, that should be enough, right? Is that enough? It's close, it's going to be damn close. It's going to be dang close. You got knocked by a storm, you did. Go on, get back to Galatia. Drop stuff off here. Sebastian looks twitchy. Hello, Captain. Good to see the replacement team from the N Space Resonance Department there. Glad to be back home. There's a bit of a problem with your mission file. It seems like his eyes focus on something. No, someone just out of view of your display. He gives the smallest of nods to the other party and then turns his attention back to you. All the data was irreplaceably erased. I cannot emphasize enough that the Academy considers this matter highly confidential. Hang on. The Academy considers this matter highly confidential matter. And he starts reading off the datapad. All intellectual property, novel methods, patented devices, and other means observed in the course of carrying out this mission are deemed highly confidential. However, he gives a little cough. The Academy recognizes your exceptional service, particularly your discretion in this matter, so the Office of the Bursar has seen fit to double your mission payment. A quick glance to the other party behind the display and back to you. That's all I have. That's all, Captain. We should discuss other matters now and not return to the subject. So we got 170,000 for that. Nice. Beta Armon. Yahim, oh for God's sake, Yahim. Go to Yahim. What else did we have? Key to mission from Ludic, imprisoned by the Ludic Church. Sure, where are you? You are in Canaan, in Asher. VIP transport to where? Okay, that's within 60 days. No, you got time limits. I don't want time limits right now. I don't want time limits. And Beta Armun? Cool, that works for me. No time limits, thank you very much. Right, turn Syra to pick up just enough. Hang on, I need just enough fuel to get back to Corvus. Once I'm in Corvus, I can pick up my Marines and go shopping. Nope, nope. No. What's up on Syra? Give me some fuel. Give me some that. I can buy a phase class Phantom blueprint from you, can I? I sold you these, I'm fairly certain. Didn't I? I think I sold you those. Right, and we're gonna go to Corvus now. Yeah, I think I sold the spare one to them. Monthly expenses. Okay, that's the last month we have the stipend. So now, as of next month, we're going to start eating about 20k a month worth of pain. I also need to do something else because I turned this on because I was tired of holding shift, but I keep forgetting that's a thing. I wish you could have separate keys. Yeah. Okay. So Twasharu. Pick up our Marines and go shopping. Is mining a 60-day? I think mining is a 60-day build. Look to command. Colonies. 24 days left, so it's a 60-day build. Boop, boop. Give me my Marines. Everything else can stay here. Everything else can stay here temporarily. We've got some Marines. Right, where's Garner? Garner, I want to go shopping. Must go shopping near Garner. Don't forget your 100 metal. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for it. Metal I'm not going to grab. It's more about the translutonics, and you can't really buy them everywhere you want to go. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye out for them. Thank you. Alright. What can I get from you? Some supplies. I can grab 675 supplies from you. 375 supplies. We need a bunch of fuel as well, don't we? So if I get like 4 there, you don't have. What does that even give me? What is that going to give me? I'm curious. I'm going to do that because I want to find out what that's going to give me. We'll get 300. We'll get 300 supplies, 200 fuel, and whatever this is going to be. A single. Okay, it's weaponry. Okay, we can work with weaponry. We can work with that. Weapons and wings. Cool. So they don't give me what I want to go. Where do I want to go? No. Asconia. We can go raid Umbra for a bit. Umbra. Can I see what Umbra has? Umbra. No. I want to see if I can see what Umbra has. I don't think I'm going to be able to. Am I going to be? What's the biggest pirate planet? What is the biggest pirate planet that I know of? Umbra is size 5. Cantus is 4. Karis is 5. Don is 4. Los Astropolis is 4. Canny is 3. Thulian is 4. Captain Starbucks is 4. Umbra is probably one of the bigger ones. Was it in a mod you could give the surveys for rep with factions? I think that's a mod. I think that's part of Nex. Salus is over here. We're gonna go ahead and real nice and quiet. Hi, Umbra. Boop. For shopping. Anything from you I can buy personally. Before we get busy and get jiggy with it, can you provide me with anything? Heavy machinery and stuff, but can I raid heavy machinery from you? I can raid heavy machinery from you. Okay, no, we can make this work. I can't raid supplies from you though, or fuel. Intriguing. I cannot raid supplies or fuel from you. Weird. More Marines? And I guess. Actually, hang on, before we do this. 2 Underworld bounties. Athletic Church. Other targets. Other targets. Oops, sorry. 2, 3. Now we're good, thanks. Cheap business suit. Okay, they want to. They want me to. They want to sell me 1,000 units of ore. And decline that real quick. How much can I sell ore for? Because I don't want to carry it with me. 2,000 units of ore is worth 7,000. Okay, that's simple enough. Hey, you, give me your ore. Give me your ore. Here, take the ore off my hands. It is literally 77 profit. I'll take it. Money is money. Money is money. Marines, thank you. The fact that you haven't got supplies is that's just throwing me for a loop. That is. I'll get my machinery off you, but well, I'm disappointed in you. We'll get 180 machines and be done with it. Lost 61 Marines. That's fine. Thank you. Machinery, grab. What? I bought 1,000 ore for 2,000, and I sold 1,000 ore for 2077. I made a profit of 77 credits. It's minor stuff, but it's there. I know what I meant. Let's really go pop over to Norsha. Actually, hang on. Actually, who's gonna? Who's gonna be able to? Who's selling transplutonics? I do need transplutonics. Who sells transplutonics? I'm assuming Tritachion will. Maybe Syndria? Are you selling transplutonics? You are selling transplutonics, my god. I'll buy some transplutonics off you. They're expensive, but we'll need them for the comm relay. Everything else we kind. Fuel would be nice. I'm gonna go shopping for fuel elsewhere. How are you doing? Good. Hang on. F. Whoa. Market. The Valkyrie. Hang on, I've still got you, haven't I? Sell. Yes, get rid of you. Okay, you did the job you were here for, so goodbye. I get about 1/3 of your value back. You can use offset to buy. It can offset the cost of a Valkyrie for me. Theory D's got increased maintenance structural. No, fine. A fresh. I need money. I need to keep my money. A fresh Dominator would be lovely, though. That would be a fantastic grab. A mint condition Dominator. Hey, how long until... One second. How long until this is done? 11 days. Because I want to see what my profit's going to be once that comes up. That's my only question. I want to see what the profit is once that turns up. So it's going to be 11 days worth. We can go raid up here. We'll go raid the pirates up there while we wait. It's 6:35 now, but when the mining is done... Oh, really, buddy? You stopped me. This is on you. You stopped me. Really? They're coming in to engage? I thought they were going to flee, but okay. If they're going to come in to engage, we'll take all the crude ships out. Nothing else is required. Get back here, buddy. You down. Ooh, Reaper. How did you manage to do that? How did you manage to curve that Reaper? Whoa. Everything? That's everything. Good. Recovery? No, we're good. Thanks. Hey, look, my metal needs are solved as well. Nice. Good. And okay, into my Asura. Okay, so where is Los Astropolis? Is over here. Actually, I haven't even talked to the Persian League this playthrough. I tend to forget they exist. To be brutally honest with you, I tend to forget that they exist. Hi. What have you got for me? Nothing of any interest whatsoever. Nope. Okay, cool. Let's go shopping. I can buy fuel off you. Hurrah! Got 800 fuel off you. Anything else that particularly grabs my attention? No, we can get supplies as well, but getting a bunch of the fuel will be helpful. Mine. Thank you. We are now fueled. Let's wait a day. We'll raid again. 3. Okay, now what are we going to grab from you? Yeah, that'll do. Thank you. Good. Got everything we need. That's what Curl the Reaper. It's the IRPD laser. It managed to get a single IRPD and do it. Wow. Good shot. Oh yeah, Port State franchise. That's something we need to go over there. There's actually plot stuff we need to do here. What's the plot stuff we need to do here? Go to Port C and talk to Gargoyle. Oh yeah, we're talking to the hacker. Right. Abandon Astropolis. Hi, Marath. Nope. Okay, that's empty. Nice to know you're there, though. Falcon P. How long are you taking? 1 day left, come on. There you go. So your profit is now 26,000. Hurrah. Which means that should counteract the... That should counteract the lack of that. Because our profit is currently... No, it's not going to, is it? 26, this is 24, give or take. It'll counteract, it's not going to be a huge profit margin. What's the blue arrow? It's where they're coming from. D1, there you go. Is like, here means we're importing from outside the faction. And these are basically, we're exporting this. We're exporting the ore, the organics, and the transplutonic ore. Needs to be present at the colony to manage. Yes, well. Commerce is expensive as all hell, holy crap. Light industry... Light industry and Freeport gives you drugs, isn't it? Because light industry, because because light industry requires organics, which we can provide, and we've got the thing that increases that stuff there. We have the one that increases the nanoforge, not the nanoforge, but the light industry equivalent of that. So I'm actually tempted to go build it. Actually, how are we doing for So we can get... Oh, actually, never mind. We need to grow. We need to grow. Never mind. I can't build a single other thing here. What can I build right now? I can build a way station, a patrol HQ, or some ground defenses. Actually, get that orbital way station online. It's going to cost me how much? Apparently, they buffed the hell out of midline. Apparently, they buffed the hell out of midline. Is that the case? It's more about the weapon choices. Because it's weapon choices, it's different weapons. And I heard, like someone mentioned that they buffed the... One side is really scary, the other is still useless. I'd like to see that in action, you know what I mean? Way station... We can get a way station. Way station to increase our... You know, we'll put that up there anyway. We'll put you in there. It'll glow for a bit. Right, set up. Hi. Trade goods. Fine. Anything of any use? Triple tactical lances, that is nice. But no, I think we're mostly okay here. Alright. Anything down here? Bounty time. I wish... Gamma Safabok. 30 light years away. No, thank you. Coupe, no idea what that is. And... Delta Estrella. We can't even take you on, I think. Decline, thank you. Right. Gargoyle, what up? After connecting to the local network, you enter the comms ID for Gargoyle, then pause at the prompt to initiate the call. You look over to your comms officer and they nod, ready to act. As soon as you execute the command, the electronic warfare console lights up like a fleet action to a nebula. Comms wrangles the infosec systems with cool efficiency, coordinating active response with nav, sensors, and engineering stations. After only half a minute, the storm breaks, the alarm's quiet, and your primary display resolves from a mesmering fractal battleground to a heavily augmented face grinning impishly at you. You are ready for me, Gargoyle says too sweetly to be earnest, then turns to an imagined audience. The rocket jockey put together enough brains to deal with my little hello. Gargoyle bounces back from the camera and applauds for you. Well done. So you know who I am. Tell me, why did Ryan give you my number? More presents, bribes, begging? Did he finally get in trouble with that junta of puppeteering vampires he desperately wishes were his friends? On the run from the law and need a rep wipe? Do you always make that face when you meet new people? I have a job for you. I was told you're the best. A job? No. Gargoyle gags theatrically. If I ever do a day of work, I want you to throw me out the airlock, then throw that airlock into a black hole. The hacker lounges back carelessly, but still listening, because you told me I'm the best, and I am. However, I'm not sure you really understand what it is I do. A hand studded with the interface nodules waves, and your display fills with news clips, industrial shutdowns, suspected sabotage, databases hacked, political comms leaked, credits missing, ghost fleets. What I do, Gargoyle sits up again, looking serious as last, is magic. An institution, a polity, a worship, a fleet, the hegemony, the Lydic Church, the Tritachyon Metacredits sucking corporation. These are machines made of people, and these people don't understand their own machines. Or, a mock-pondering tone, other people, come to think of it. The oneness of these holy constructs is a mass delusion. But I, Gargoyle taps a head-mounted dataport, I understand. Simply, a finger pokes at you from the display, press there, then there, and the bubble pops. Push it in the right place at the wrong time and the mighty become a sad joke. A gust of wind, a fart of fancy, a flimsy shell that's cracked. Understand? Can you hack into the data vault of a hegemony ministry? I love it! Gargoyle shouts, sitting up. A glorious scheme! Practically neon black. Which one? All of them at once? Visor and cyber mods start flickering with activity. Hold on, just one actually. You explain to Gargoyle the scope of the mission and the target, the Calicor archive, the personal data store of the former provost Thomas Calicor, which the Hegemony Ministry of Technology Standards seized from the Kalacia Academy in the wake of some kind of hyperspace experiment that went wrong. You also explain, in diplomatic terms,
Volunteer.
Fisto Prime, thank you for the follow, which avoid the implication of an employer-employee relationship, that Ryan Arroyo would be providing funding for the operation. As you talk, the comms display of the Gargoyle becomes crowded with virtualized half-written lists, reference panels, and code snippets. The hacker leaps from idea to idea, rejecting and accepting contingencies several steps ahead, or adjacent perhaps, from whatever you're actually saying. The visual case is somewhat distracting. Do you need some time? That might be tough. I'm going to need to pass some credits along to a couple of friends in some special tricks. Do we all go all out? Ryan is buying snacks. I think we do, yes. Here's how it's going to happen. I've got a friend who will make you a little package. It should be ready by the time you get to Nova Maxios, in the magic system. Do you know it? You pick that up, then do your fancy flying and whatever else it takes to install it in the Hegemony comms relay in the Aztlan system. Installation should be easy. Any tech monkey working for you should be able to figure out what end goes where. The real trick comes after. Gotta break the Hegemony crypto. That'll be yours truly, who's got a little trick I've been saving for a couple cycles ago for just the right moment. Gargoyle holds cable trading arms up in a premature display of triumph. It will be glorious. Then sits back down. Right, so, after you install the hack device on the comm relay, come back here and you can thank me personally when I hand you a copy of the decrypted data. And friend Ryan has my list of demands. A button tap? Now. Another button tap, and there's a ping on your datapad as Gargoyle sends you the address of a small holding facility near the main port ring of Nova Maxios, as well as the number of a particular storage unit. It'll be there, Gargoyle says with a smile that seems to imply you're not in on a joke. I have a lot to do before this is ready, so go along. ComSec is going to completely blow its top when we pull this off. Gargoyle is now Nelson. Gargoyle turns to another display, attention focused, cyber augments flickering at an increasing rate as the comm line disconnects on you, almost as an afterthought. Okay, plot. Honk for Gargoyle. Hack. Gargoyles, oh for God's sake. Hack. Right, let's do a save. Go to Nova Maxios then. Actually, what are we doing location-wise? Well, we got a couple of things to do in yeah, we got to go to Canaan anyway, so let's go to Canaan first. Fool. Marikandam. Captain Starworks. I don't really visit this side of the sector that much. 21,000. My exports just collapsed. Why did my exports just collapse? What? Why do my exports just collapse? The profit is 25,000 a month. Why is it only 8,000? Exports bring in 7... Why am I only getting 10% of my... I'm only getting 10%. Why am I only getting 10%? What do these stars mean? Is that just a tier? Like that's just the depth of the tier, okay. Like 1 star is it's 1 depth in, 2 stars is 2 depth in. Okay, it's just the depth. Do we have colony threats? Colonies, contacts. No, not as far as I'm aware. Gates. Right. Ooh. Right, in which case, until that stuff stabilizes, we need to go help and make ourselves some money. Slow down. Aquatic Path Watchers. Is income just... Like, I'd understand all that if it wasn't for this value here. Like, this value here is fine. If any multipliers should be affecting this, nothing else. Oh, is this the new... 3.67 monthly growth rate. It's not that slow. 3.67 is going to be what? How many months for 100%? So that turns on for 5.3. 5.3 is 20 months for a percent growth. Report. That's fine. Right, let's hop into Canaan. So we want to go to Gilead and Asher. Gilead's here, kind of. They do actually care about stuff here, so... Yeah, but the accessibility of the way station should only be 10%. Success is still 72. Market share is reduced by 0.72. Blah blah blah, but it still should be enough. Besides, we're going to get back there anyway. We haven't got, for example, we haven't got... What's the word I'm looking for? Nemo words. Ah, forget. I forgot what I was going to say. Completely forgot what I was going to say. We haven't got something yet. Right. So, we're going to get some technology. Oh, yes. Okay, so we're just going to get some stuff here. We'll send a marine raid. Send a marine raid, designate objectives. Grab them. Can I? Okay, it's only on off. Fine. Ah. Okay. And my transponder is on. Never mind. Yeah, but I'm not going to start a war with the Lydic Church by myself as a new faction while I'm sitting under their tier 3 station. That's the kind of war that gets knocked down immediately. I can play. We can get this. I mean, that'll definitely work. And this will work. No problem with that at all. It's just slightly sort of annoying. Did I hear whack? Fine, story time. Yeah, story time. Brother, you misunderstand the situation entirely. You say, we walked the path. Yeah, we've done this together though. It's a really good bit of story, this, where basically I've voiced this before in one of my previous episodes, and I'm not going to do it again because whenever I voice everything, the voice does tend to hurt afterwards. But it's basically you start doing this massive BS about how you're a pather as well. Not only the dictators, but you're a proper pather as well. And you basically you talk them down from 78,000 to 5,200, and you get the artifact we need. Good, you got that, and then to Asher. What are we doing in Asher? Asher, we are Asher. Ransom the researcher. Right, what I'm going to do. This time we're going to do this. We're going to do this one slowly now. Maybe we, because if I was quiet there, I would have totally done it with the. Okay, you're only a convoy. You're not actually interested in me. If we can get the Marines in there, without them knowing who we are. Phoenix. No, I've had that one. Yeah. Anything down here? Paper book. What you want? Oh, hello. You. No. I'm good, thanks. 5, 5, 1, 1, 2, 3. Fleet-wise. Anyway, com directory. You prisoner time. I'm just gonna pay. This is not Pathers, this is just negotiate to avoid paying. Now I'll just pay, frankly. The chick gave me location of either a legion or an onslaught. Nice. We'll just pay for that. Right. Okay. We're here. We're going to Nova Maxios. You know, when we're there, we're also going to raid Cantus Den because, of course, we are. Let's get out of here. Hey, Pathers. Get out of here. Okay, let's go to... Where am I going? I'm going to Algebar. Can I raid Epiphany? That's what I wanted to check out, if I could raid Epiphany. We got a colony now, Nix. We have our first colony exists out here in Delta Sergana. A bit far out, but it's there. The colony of Kusa. Right. Let's see if we can get to... Can we raid Epiphany? It's Pathers. Pathers hate us anyways. So if you can raid Epiphany, that'd be lovely. What I could have done also is destroy the sensor arrays and harvested the stuff from them. Yeah, he didn't actually get hit by a rock. Bruh. Right, Epiphany. Boop. Right, what if you actually got Epiphany? We're actually waiting to trade with me in the open market. This is the first time I've actually even thought about trading with you lot. What do you sell? You're not even selling Pather ships. I am shocked and appalled you're not even selling Pather ships. Wow, is that the only thing you have? A single Pather kite. Damaged. Okay, see, I was going to say damage to high heaven, but of course you are. You're a Pather kite. That's the only Pather ship you even have on sale here. Shaking my head at you. It'd be funny if they added an enhancement when you hit a rock, since the sound it makes when it hits your shields. Is it really a crime if the victim is a terrorist? Good question. Nomios... No, I don't care. Right. Raid. Right, what have you got for me? What can we raid from you? Not a lot. Not a lot, unfortunately. I mean, my cargo space isn't high. So what we want is a high... We want a high value to cargo space thing. Volatile is pretty good there for me right now. Because I mean, I can get volatiles. What I can get 80 volatiles, which will cost me 20. Which will give me 20,000. But it's still not much. So alternative is what if you get like 400 fuel, heavy casualties though. It's going to be heavy casualties. 400 fuel though is actually worth it. I mean, I can actually use that. Oh, go on then. Fuel's always helpful. Go on. 42 Marines. I still have more Marines than I started with before, so. Boom, and a bunch of fuel. Hurrah. Actually, how are my Marines now? Good question. My Marines now are super more effective, which is nice. Alright, let's get out of here. Right, Achaman, White Dwarf. Where can we get to Cantus Den? What? No. Tibicena is... Wait, hang on, what? Oh, you are over there. Okay, I got really confused for a second there. Chaxi Raxi. Transponder off, it's Tritacium system, nobody cares. The 40k expenses... No, they're not, because we have because the mining is finally coming into its own. See, this time we actually have money. I'm not sure what happened last time. We actually have exports now. Not sure why the first month they just didn't give us that much. We also just took a massive chunk out of our Marines' payroll. Just disappeared. Each Marine receives a monthly salary of 20 credits. How on earth do we have 4584 then? Like, this is obvious. We have 1,061 crew, therefore we pay 10,610. That makes total sense to me. We have a certain number of officers, that just adds up perfectly, no problem. We have a certain number of Marines, and they're all getting paid 20 credits. So why on earth have we got an odd number of credits? Oh yes, fair enough. Good point, Shaitan. It wasn't mining for the entirety of the month. It's done pro-tem. Pro-tem? I think it's pro-tem is the word I'm looking for there. I'm trying to use big words. Novamaxios. Because from Novamaxios we have to go to Astlan, and from Astlan we have to go back to Port Say. Prorated. That's the one. Yeah, pro rata. Pro rata. That's the one I'm looking for. Thank you, Nomana. Anything of particular interest? Not particularly. Anything in the fleets we want particular interest? Prometheus. Mostly okay. A fresh wolf. Fresh wolf is not shabby. I think we can we build, what can we build eventually? Not that we can build it now. What can we build eventually? Apogees, herons, vultures, sunders, shrikes, phantoms, hammerheads, drovers, buffaloes, wolves, shepherds, gremlins. Weapon-wise, Mark 9 autocannons, high-intensity lasers, Hephaestus gausses, also pulse lasers. Good. We can make graviton beams, we can make dual flak cannons, we can make... Okay, we're lacking a bit of the medium department. We're lacking a little bit here. I'd like to hopefully add HVDs and heavy maulers to this list. Missile-wise, yeah, we definitely need some more missiles as well. We definitely need some more missiles. Fighter-wise, Warthog, Thunder, Gladius, Wasp, Dagger. It'll do. Rover, Spore, Memes. I haven't got a Tempest, have I? If I have a Tempest, they're sorted. I haven't got a Tempest, because if you had a Tempest, yeah, that would be sorted. Wolves and Tempests is all you need. Right,
Sensation. It happened. Finally, the moment we have all dreamed about.
Hey, Sci-Fi Mac, thank you for the sub. For the resub as well, thank you very much. Is it a resub? I'm confused. I know I changed some of my messages, set up some of my Streamlabs replies today. I'm hoping they're kind of triggering properly now. I do have heavy mortars. I don't like heavy mortars. I'm not entirely sure why, but I just don't like heavy mortars. Hang on, you want 500 units of food for 29 credits per unit. Hang on. 500 at 29 a pop is 15,000, slightly shy of 15,000, 14. Am I right? And it's 30 times 5. It's 15,000 minus 500. It's 14,500. How much can I buy that much food for? You actually haven't got enough, do you? Blast you. 500 is... Profit isn't much. I can actually... If I... Oof. Thank you, TTBNC. Much appreciated. Hang on, put that there. It's 9k for that. Plus another 20 here. So 9k, about 10k's worth.
Another volunteer?
Here. So we got 14,500. It's a profit of about 4.5k. Hey Joaquin, thank you for the follow. Not a resub, long time reviewer on YouTube. Yeah, so go look at that. Thank you. Thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate that. But it also means I need to look into my sub notifications. I know what the problem is. Thank you. No, I know what the problem is. My fountain ink is out of pen. My fountain pen's out of ink. My fountain ink is out of pen. My fountain ink is out of pen. I have to remind myself of that afterwards. Because I set the resub notification to go off at 1 month, which is stupid. You should have set it off at 2 months plus, because the 1 month isn't the resub. Right. Anyway, I'm just yapping now. You take a shuttle to the main spaceport concourse, leading a landing party of bodyguards and techs. The reception lounge ceilings are low, the old tube lights flickering. But the new Maxioans are proud of their makeshift policy. Some locals catch your crew eyeing a dripping life support conduit and smile, nudging one another. The address given to you by Gorgo leads you to a rundown logistics ring that looks to be used mostly by failing tramp freighters and smugglers. You ask the young desk clerk where to find the unit number Gargoyle provided. Oh yes, you must be Captain R. Boring? The clerk squints at the desk terminal nervously. You log away this little joke from Gargoyle as you maintain impeccable professional composure. I was told you'd be arriving for your cargo just a few minutes ago. Please come right this way. My fountain ink is out of pen. The clerk starts to lead you through a back door, a light bulkhead lock, but freezes. A pallid man in featureless grey uniform stands on the other side, a spot of grey in the darkness beyond. Mr. Locke, sir. I guess Loke is how I would pronounce that. Mr. Loke, sir, the clerk stutters. I wasn't expecting, if I'd been told. The man, Mr. Loke, you presume, smiles blandly and says, I will show the captain the way. Loke simply stops paying attention to the clerk, shifting his attention to you, still smiling. He nods encouragingly and turns to walk into the darkness beyond the portal. Mr. Loke leads you past rows of sealed storage units into a large loading bay. Something that smells of organic compounds is leaking. Still smiling blandly, Loke stops and with a wave of his hand unlocks a storage unit. Not sure where the word large came from. He speaks softly to you. When she heard of this, Jorian told me thought it was very funny. She wanted me to come and make sure you got what the gargoyle asked Alyssa to make for you. His watery eyes stare at the storage unit. It must be a nice thing. Who are all these people? Instead of answering, he gives you a respectful nod and says goodbye, then walks away into the shadows of the warehouse. You shake your head and turn your attention to the storage unit. Inside you find a single standard shipping crate. You motion the techs forward and they approach with various handheld scanners. You are in no hurry to be the butt of another of Gargoyle's jokes. The lead tech starts reporting. Power source, anomalous neutrinos, and minor hyperwave phase distortion? The entire crew of technicians takes an unconscious step back. Hyperwave phasing technology has a poor reputation, and it's never been known to fit in so small a package and remain stable. An hour later, as you are finishing your second hot drink at a nearby cafe, the techs give the all clear through your datapad, concluding that as strange as the device is, seemingly a hand-built one-off hyperwave transmitter of some kind, it should pose no immediate danger. You order it removed to your flagship. On the shuttle ride back to your fleet, you ponder tactics for inserting this device into the Aslan hyperwave relay without being spotted by Hegemony Patrol. A small fast attachment could do it, or phase ships, using their fields to lower essential profile, or with a little luck you could find a quiet moment between patrol rotations. The intercom crackles. Captain, we've arrived. Gained a story point. Ooh. We might put that on hold until we can get a phase fleet then. Okay, that's that sorted out. So onwards to Galatia. Again, Aslan's gonna be an interesting one because you gotta install it there without being spotted. There's also stuff to do down here. We gotta go to Beta Armin over there. We need to go to Epsilon Doomer over there. We gotta go to. There's so much stuff around here. We'll head back. We'll drop stuff off at Galatia and then go back to Delta Surgana to outfit ourselves, and just to see how the planet's doing. Mainly also to be able to put some cores in the correct places. Speaking of, how are you doing? 21 days left on the way station. You can dump off the fleet off. That's true. Take in like a one ship or something. What is the best ship for that then? Probably the Tempest. Wow, where am I going? Holy crap. No idea where I just traveled ages there for no reason. Can't be spotted by patrol fleets if there are no surviving patrol fleets. Right. Where are you? Scavenger. Scavengers are fine. Salvage fleets are not. Arcadia. Okay. Pontus, transponder on because you care about this sort of stuff in this system. Right. Money, please. 82,000 there for the artifact that we got back, and 80,000 there from the researcher we ransomed back. So, all good and fair. Beautiful. Anything available? Not at the moment. It's this VIP transport is heading where? Do we know? Okay, they want to go to Quattle in the Aslan system. That's kind of along the way, so we'll take that. Whoa! Thank you very much. Is it gonna say who did that? Didn't show it for me. Come on, chat. Come on, bot in chat. That one tends to be okay. That one tends to be okay. That bot's still fine. I'm not sure. Is it usually that bot that does it? What about you? I do. Blah blah blah. Path. Epiphany. Fine. We'll get it later on. Right. Anyway. To Aslan. I mean, we'll have a look around. If we get the opportunity to install it there, we will. Like, it is possible, I think, to install it just by being there. Aslan is just up north of us. So we want to go to Quattle. Which is, hang on, which... It's... Up in there. I should sound like I had to reload the stream a couple of times. Maybe their API is down. It's Grimor, thank you for the bits of the ping. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. How you doing, buddy? They'll be expecting you. Upon entering the traffic-controlled volume of Quackle, you receive an incoming comms transmission from the offices of Wyatt Deneb. You arrange a drop-off point for his daughter. Before stepping off the transport, the young student turns back to you and speaks. Traveling with you was the most terrifying experience of my life, and I hope never to return to space again. A loud sigh. But I suppose I'll have to. If I do, I hope you're the captain on my next trip. I think we have had this exact text before. Not sure it was with the same person, though. It'd be kind of cool if you got, like, if you could randomly get the same person again and again, and they would, like, slowly get to know your crew. Your ship. Anything in the dockside bar? Thoughtful-looking businesswoman. Are you the... Oh, I need a steady supply of 3 units of fuel from a reliable colonial administrator. My administration would expect first delivery within 2 cycles. Once established, I would arrange for a monthly payment of 37,000 credits. Sorry, 3,700 credits over 5 cycles for a total... Like, I do like this. I actually like these missions a lot. But I don't think... I haven't got any current plans for a fuel... for a fuel colony. No, not you again. Why is it always you? You never give me my luggage. You threw it out with mines to kill pirates. Look. You weren't carrying anything valuable. Buy it again. Clearly, Daddy has a lot of money. That's not 3 fuel. That's a production of 3 fuel. If I quickly go back to... Can I quickly go to... like, you'd have a production of 3 fuel. This is a production of 4 ore, for example. No, you need to have a colony that's providing a certain that amount. So you need to have a colony that's producing 3 fuel. You don't actually need to transfer. You don't need to give them fuel, but it basically means that if you have a colony producing that fuel, you export to them, essentially. You export the fuel to them. Because, for example, I'm currently importing 3 units of fuel. I don't think there's a direct correlation between this number here and the amount of the actual units of fuel. Because if I go back to the planet now, if I go back to... Hang on, where are you? To Kusa now, and if I go into the storage, there will probably be organics, ore, and transplutonic in the stockpile, just because... That's where the stuff is anyway. I can take stuff out of the stockpile, but everything I take out of the stockpile will affect my exports at the end of the month, because anything I take for myself, I'm not exporting. Unless that's changed. Unless, of course, that has changed. So what was the other one? You start to introduce yourself, but before you can get 2 words out, Lieutenant Scene K interrupts you. Captain Moon West, of course, how could I forget? What an operation! He rolls his eyes in mock exasperation. Dealing with academicians, right? He buys you up that pint and a couple more. He relives these memories. We got him, you know, he says. Calicor, that's his name. Was the boss of the academy who okayed that mad science experiment. Almost doomed everyone in the system. Can you believe that? You're right, totally responsible. The lieutenant is silent for a moment, looking at you. Then he bursts out laughing and slaps your back. Hey, I like you, Moonwesp. You ever find yourself back around Cortal, look me up. The Navy contracts out some odd jobs. You never know what might come up. He suppresses a belch and stands. Duty calls, then stumbles towards lavatories. Okay, so potential new contact. That's cool. A military contact for the hegemony. A woman. Cool. That's actually nice. That's good to have. Doesn't the way station also... I think the way station is just about improving... See, this is why you need to have to be stealthy, because there's a fast picket fleet essentially orbiting the relay. See, I can't get close to that relay to spike it while they can see me. So yeah, you need to get a phase fleet or something real close, because once their patrol is over, they will leave. But then you have a really short time before the next one turns up. It is possible, I'm assuming, but I don't do. I can't. You've got X numbers of units of heavy machinery that needs to be delivered to Firkenhild. I can't carry that much anyway. And also, you're going the wrong direction. You got the wrong direction. Yeah, my fleet size was too big. Involve the contract? I guess. I mean, where's the contract? Political contact. Might as well develop you for the time being. Actually, let's have a look then. Quietle, let's go look at the current. Let's have a look at the contract. What have you got for me, buddy? Any work for me? Let's see here. Some new targets have come up in the docket. There's bounties or a atypical extraction mission involving a major faction. So we need a command agent extract from Salamanca for 39,000 with 200 Marines. No, that payment is criminally short. Got a few options here. Challenging target, Alpha Wendigo. Wrong direction, I think. Whatever works for me. Alpha Wendigo again. Alpha Toyol. Where are these places? Hang on. I'll get back to you in a second. I wish you could search. That's not here yet, right? Can we not search? Alpha again. What's the best way of doing this? Is doing this constellation names. Armun Nebula. Alpha Toyol is going to be over here somewhere. Alpha Toyol is over there. Where's Wendigo? Oh my god, is it not to the east? Oh my god, it's to the west. There's actually something to the west now. Good heavens. That never happens. The way station supplies fuel and supplies. Yes, it does. Yes, true. True. That is true. Right. Right. Let's just we'll head back to our base. Actually, any missions just lying around here? Anything to go pick up? Sort of volcanic. Nope. Planet Murmur is well in the wrong direction. Okay, let's go to Delta Surgana. I think we can also, when we get there, we can finally actually salvage the mining station as well. Okay, the way station's online. The way station's online, and our growth is currently 4. So it's going to take us another 21 months at this rate. Go west. Upon reaching the west, let's go east. Right. Alpha Guaya. Again, just quickly pop in here. There's supposed to be nothing in here. Let's just make sure there's nothing in here. Cool, there's nothing in here. Just do a quick scan. Make sure there's nothing else. Okay, hello, there is something here. A debris field. It's something. 2 really 3 stable locations in a binary system. Okay, cool. Thanks, appreciate it. You're in a hyperspace full of twisty passages, all alike. Which way do you go? Left. You read the Umu constellation as Uwu. Nope, slow down, please. The Oggy Ruin, which is I think is my Valkyrie, suffers damage from the storm. In my head, when we're going very slow through a storm, I get like the Blue Danube in my head. You should add the sound, "Do you feel lucky, punk?" But I never feel lucky. The Ohio constellation? Where? Please tell me there's an Ohio constellation. Nope, nope, wrong way. I just also realized what this means down here is that when you have a strong enough fleet, we have an Alpha Core farming place, which is nice. Kusa is up there. Bottom right. Oh, hi! That is stupid. That is stupid, but I love it. Oh my god. The constellation of Ohio and the capital planet is just called there. Oh, bless. See, we got the stuff here, but if I grab it, at the end of the month, it'll cost me a certain amount of money. Like, it's here for us now. We can grab all the stuff. Again, super low value, I think, because, like, relatively, this is, like, base value, so it's actually fairly cheap for me to buy stuff here. Crew as well, actually. Manage the colony. Colony info. Mining. Install item. I can't. It requires a gas giant. AI core. Bam. That helps that a little bit out. Upgrade to megaport. That helps with population growth. So that's I'm not adverse to that because I can't make much else right now. I could make I do probably want to make a patrol HQ at some point just to have a patrol HQ running around. That's at station. Station helps. I always build high tech. I always build high tech. And this is not going to be a long-lasting... Like, depending on when the next gets updated, we're going to build midline. Depending on when next gets updated, I want to test out the midline station. I want to see the buffed mid-tech. I want to see how crazy the buffed mid-tech is. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be attacked at some point. I'm sure it'll be attacked at some point. It's me, after all. At some point, Hegemony's going to go, "Have you got AI cores?" And I'm going to go, "No." But yes. It's definitely yes. Mining station, that's the one. Let's go grab you first of all. Explore. Salvage you, please. Grab all that. Drop that stuff off here. Now we need that. That metal can hang around. We need 100 metal needs to stay with me. The rest can hang around here. Do I care about this stuff really? No, I can stay there. Right, let's go build my comm relay as well. Memory reward is out of stock. What? It's out of stock. Oh, because Shaitan just used it. Shaitan just used it. There's a cooldown in it. Hey, Beric, for the raid.
Jump. Okay, I jump. What? Are you fucking kidding me? What the
Oh my god.
Volunteer.
What?
That is the best jump ever.
What just happened?
Oh, I love that game. I do love that game.
I didn't press any buttons.
I love that game. Oh, I love that game. That game is such a good game. Like, there's not been a game like it, and it's like, it's sad because it's such a good game. Right, we now have a comm relay in the system, which means now we have more stability for our planets. We are now connected to the intergalactic system, so we can like check prices and stuff here. It's a good point. I want to see the price of Garnier. Yes, Garnier's doing a D-Civ. I've farmed in Garden here too far. Once this happens, there's no stopping it. Once I got this meeting here, there's no stopping it. Garnier will deceive.
Another volunteer.
Hey, Endark Cooley and Meryl Corey, thank you for the follows. Much appreciated. Oh, hang on. This is the yeah. Link. It's not pristine, but it's something. It's not pristine, but it's something. I can't put it here though, because if you look at the last line, uninhabitable worlds causes pollution, which becomes permanent. So you don't want to put it on a protection one. Wow. There you go. Sandlerts is back. Hi. I ate too much Garnier salad and it came back eventually. Okay, we grab all that. Thank you. Nice grab. Kusa Station. Right, stop. You off into stockpiles. You don't need that. Right, we can drop you off there. I'm not going to put you here, but it's possible what's going to happen is... What's going to happen here, it's likely, is we are going to have... We're probably going to colonize another planet on the system. We haven't decided which yet. We're probably going to colonize something else in this system. Essentially to work as our factory planet. Like, we'll produce all the stuff that we need here, but we'll put refining in elsewhere. Let's see what this might as well have a look around here. What do we got? Survey. You are no atmosphere in extreme heat, but yeah, class 1 survey. Planets, current system. Delta Tucana L5 is barren and only has a hazard of 150. So we could grab you, for example, and turn you into the eventual production planet. I think you can once you upgrade to orbital works. Habitable means that there's an atmosphere, because it just means that if there's no atmosphere on the planet, you don't care about pollution. Extreme heat is useful shipbuilding. Is it? Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. I haven't got that thing yet. I see what you mean. There's a thing that I don't have yet that could buff it if I had extreme heat to work with. The thing you have extreme cold, and I can use the... Because you have extreme cold and no atmosphere. The extreme cold I can negate by using the portable sun. You are hot, no atmosphere. And where's the third one? There's 1, 2... Oh, of course, the one we're here right now. Okay, we're fine over there. Alright, so what's the job? E, Intel, important. Let's go to Delta Janau and Yahim, because we've got stuff to do there. And you're actually plot relevant, so we can go over there. And I haven't been to Gamazanthe or Bale. Let's go to Bale first.
Another volunteer.
Heavy Wreck, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Ooh. Ow. Right, what do we got here? In the blue giant place. What do we got? Ooh, a lot of stuff here. Gas giant, volcanic world, toxic world, irradiated world, volcanic world, gas giant. An inactive gate as well. That could be beneficial. In the long run. Toxic atmosphere. No, don't need anything there. Yeah. Rich Rosebus. Have this stuff. Love blue giant systems. They're more pretty than any other system. Yep. Hi, nice to see some quality stream for this game. If you're looking for a quality stream, I think you've come to the wrong place, but I appreciate it anyway. What's this? Gemini class. That. Oh, there's something up here, isn't it? What's up here? What are you? Orbital habitat. Okay, what can we? Anything good here? Salvage operations. Bunch of food. Bunch of food. Stuff next. There's stuff by the jump point. We have a UALT stream. There's no Q buttons on these keyboards. Pretty much. If you balance the farming just right and come back later, you can sell stuff from even the next planet over for double triple price. It's disgustingly beautiful. Might as well clean the... Yeah, good point. Might as well clean that way. Thought we found something nearby. No, there's a fleet out here. Hang on, there's a fleet here. Get back here, fleet. We're getting closer. What are you? Prospector, that's fine. I'll accept a prospector. Eagle! Oh god, you damaged to hell and back again. Oops, sorry, nudged the mic there. I want an eagle, but I don't want to spend like... No. Fine, they'll salvage you. They'll salvage you. Overcargo capacity. Dump some food. Jesus. What the hell's around that gate? This isn't troubling at all! This isn't troubling at all. What do we got here? Cerberus, a kite, a Cerberus, a lasher, mudskipper, phaeton, shrike, hound, shrike. It's 2 shrikes. Pirate strike with a faulty power grid. Nah. Let's dump the food for the time being and go pick up this stuff. There's a second shrike. Shrike. Nope. Even worse. I'm still over. Okay, metal. You naughty scavenger. Honestly, not worried about my time. Stable location, stable location. Let's grab the nav boy then. You are correct to grab the nav boy. Are those pirates? Nah, they're scavengers. Scavengers swap backwards and forwards. Okay. Is this asteroid field? Can we do anything in the asteroid field? No, okay. Nav boy. Oop. Claim. Rig online? Yeah. Nav boy's online. Cryovolcanic all the way over there. Cryovolcanic all the way over there. Maybe we get something useful here. No, nothing. Boop. Not even worth stabilizing. Cool, good. Next, next we're going to try out that red giant over there. Hi, Scottney. Hey, Baron. And we will go to... There's nothing here. Empty star system. Hoping for potential... Grab that. Doing the lot. Anything else here? What's that? Derelict. It's the phase tender. It's the actual phase tender. The phase cargo ship. That actually might be worth grabbing. The phase cargo ship travels quite quickly. Phase cargo instability. I mean, the peak performance time is irrelevant because we don't need you. If you ever see combat, something's gone wrong. And the fuel per light year is a bit of a pain, but sensor profile 0. God, that's beautiful. A stealth. Hang on. A stealth freighter which audaciously employs phase technology to support covert fleet operations. The Revenant is not cheap or efficient. Raised from a dusty set of databanks hidden in an unnamed rock orbiting a nondescript star for 100 cycles after the first AI war, the Revenant schematics provided an immense boon to the logistics of the Tritacian raiders during the second AI war. It's actually a great, pretty cool, but impractical ship. We will grab that, I think. Hang on. Yeah, we're gonna grab you, I think. Yoink. That's actually not a bad find, that. Cargo pods. Might as well grab that now, because I've got the cargo space to spare. Cool, but you exist now. We got ourselves a phase cargo. And heading to Yahim and then Delta Jano. What do we have here? Barren, volcanic. Alright, go where we need to go. What's my fuel capacity? As long as I can get back to Delta Surgana, I'll have fuel, because Delta Surgana has a way station, so it's solid. And expenses are still negative, but they're negative in amounts I can. Oh god, I tried very much just to avoid that. Right. Reading Delta Jano, we are searching for experimental packages. Go to and search for the experimental packages possibly used by the lady. Okay. Now, where are we going to find this stuff? Where are we looking? Go to the Delta Jano system and search for the experimental packages possibly being used by Kuros. Okay, where? Hang on, we got something on the scanners just at the bottom of the screen. What is that? Yeah, there we go. We found a probe. Boop. Your fleet approaches the probe. It is not transmitting an active transponder ID, and when your comms officer performs a direct transponder ping, there is no return. A scan reveals unusually low mass according to the probe's specs. You order a salvage crew to deploy and investigate carefully. The salvers operate a maintenance drone to make cuts in the hull at a standard access point. After the flash of plasma goes dark, the drone swivels its spotlights to reveal nothing. The probe hull is empty aside from a dangling rough-cut ends of conduits. Someone has completely cleaned out the internal hardware chassis. It wasn't long ago, your sensors often reports. Radar sweep for debris spread from intrusion incident. Radar sweep for debris spread from intrusion incident. Awkward sentence. Shows minimal spread. Whoever did this, they're probably still in system. With the probe hardware you need. Okay, we're looking for someone in system then, are we? Well, let's have a gander. Thank you, the Copic, for the follow as well. Much appreciated. Hello. Another probe. Probe. Your fleet approaches the probe, not transmitting blah blah blah. Oh, performs a direct transponder ping. The return identifies the probe as the property of the Glacier Academy. This is followed by a block of legal language threatening fines and alluding to unspecified dangers inherent in tampering with said property. You suspect that these were mere words. The ghost of any impulse sent across a cold vacuum would dissuade few of the outer system scavengers you've crossed paths with. A salvage crew is dispatched under your operations chief watchful eye. Using codes provided by Provost Bear, the team opens the probe to install a short-range relay, which allows your technicians to full reign of the probe's data environment. Tech reports feed active. The probe's hull is sealed with a few quick bursts of plasma torch. Your ops chief recalls the salvage crew. Get a sit rep. You meet your tech officer in a briefing room where they've already unfolded a portable workstation and connected a Huller projector to present findings. The probe consists of a cluster of redundant computer cores grouped into a small network. A cloud of connected glyphs rotates slowly in the middle of space, navigation and station and holding thrusters, power supply and thermostability, rad sensors, and civ-grade field emitters. Your tech officer sets half the icons aside and upscales the remaining, revealing sub-icons identifying particular research project packages. Yellow warning glyphs denote packages that do not follow the Galatia Academy specs you have on file. What's interesting is this one, your tech officer says, bringing an unknown package into focus. There's a modified Starship hyperdrive core in there, kind of a small Starship might use. With the Q key presses and a wave, the component icon explodes out into something like a glowing circuit diagram embedded in the shadow of the probe schematics. It's like a hyperwave comms relay on combat stems. A tone of admiration comes out. Beautiful work. No idea how they stabilize pulse strength on such cheap hardware. You make it clear that, however fascinating, you're more interested in where it's directing its signals. The tech blinks rapidly, as if this was hardly a consideration. It's not precisely a question of where, when we're speaking of hyperspace. You give a withering look, which prompts what your underlings refer to behind your back as an executive summary. Yes. It's that completely done in the face kind of look, you know? Like the very much done in the face kind of look. What I mean to say is we need to interface with a couple more probes like this to be able to pinpoint the transmission target with a hyperspectral. That is, we need to find 2 more probes. Then we'll know, man. 1 down, 2 to go. I love the site writing this update. All my sci-fi nerdiness is salivating at the tech lingo. DG Baumgart did a really good job. I think some of the lines require maybe a second pass for clarity's sake. It feels like some of the stuff was edited and not reread, just because of awkward sentences here and there, rather than content. But yeah, absolutely. I'm loving Asteroid. Asteroid! What else have we got in here? I hate blind searches through systems. It's such an annoyance. Just traveling around doing pings, and it's like, yay! No idea what's happening or where. That was the nearest jump point. I says we'll have a look. We just came to the outer system jump point. We'll look again, I guess, but we just came from there. It says it in the updated mission thingy. Where? Not for me. Pirate raid successful. Son of a... They raided me! Oh, you... It's for a specific plot mission, which is why I'm confused. They bloody raided me. Anything at all? Any indication of where we're supposed to be going here? Let's go closer to this. Maybe anything closer to the black hole? I know we've kind of hugged the black hole before because of the research station. Nope, nothing. I warned you twice with this message about the party. No. How do you put it more into your attention? Good question. Honestly, get the thing to read it out to me. It's probably the best way of doing it. I was too engrossed with what's happening on the screen. I apologize. Oh, hello. Hello, we found you. Comlink. Because the Scavenger Captain flickers into your comm display. Greetings, pardon my presumption, but I hope all is well. It's a long way back to the core worlds, my friend, and we must look after one another. Did you find a probe belonging to the Galatia Academy? I see. The scavenger looks aside to avoid your gaze. One finds all sorts of things out here, and I can't really say if we did or not. I'd have to ask my assessor to check the logs. He shrugs with one shoulder. Might take a while. I have all the time in the world. Very well, Captain. We have to do some minor repairs anyway. I'll be sure to forward your concern to my assessor, who, I assure you, is doing their utmost to find your missing property. The scavenger switches the comm signal to a generic holding signal. You order your navigator to maintain a position relative to the scavenger fleet and to keep an eye out for your business. It doesn't take long. Your comms officer interrupts your reverie with a shout. Captain, something in the scavenger's flagship cargo just emitted a short-range comms pulse. Seen this before. Propile fits of Pather op, maybe pirates. A breath later, the comms hold signal switches to the distraught face of the scavenger captain. You didn't tell us it was trapped, he shouts in panic. You should have said something. You should have... No, we need to get out of here. I'm ejecting the damn thing. Tell them I don't want it. The comms snap off. Your tactical officer reports that the scavenger fleet is powering up engines, and there's an opened cargo pod left drifting. A quick scan reveals that the contents matches the inner workings of a not quite standard Galatia Academy scientific probe. Yeah, have fun, guys. We're gonna grab the probe. A salvage team quickly secures the target in your hold for your technology team to investigate. Hyperwave analysis is not merely hyperwave analysis is not a merely linear process, your tech officer explains. You need one more data set to complete the... it isn't triangulation, but you can think of it like that if it helps. They cleared the third. Captain. Man. You dismiss them to return to their work. 2 probes down, 1 to go. Now we're just looking for... I can poke the message that's been... That works. Like, maybe highlight the message in chat also helps as well, I suppose. Oh yeah. Wait, what? I'm confused. Was that the fleet? Oh, the pirates have arrived. Oh. Hey, Pathers. Really? Wow, you were scared of Pathers? Because, I'll be honest, you didn't have to be. Oh, please. Oh, please. Come on. The Ludic Pathlete maneuvers preventing you from disengaging easily. Do you now? It does not appear to be certain of your identity. Any hostilities will have a reduced reputation change. Let's talk. The comms crackle to life, and the Pather captain stands defiant before you. The Desecrators return. You are a slave to Moloch, an addict to the knowledge denied you. You return here to tend your evil workings, and you dare! The Pather shouts in a frenzy now. You dare to knock at the door of the Creator. Who are you, Galatian?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Pretty much. It's like... I think, to be fair, I think that's a plot fleet. Because of there's plot required to attack you for this interaction, but it's just vaguely amusing that it's like you have literally a damaged enforcer and one other ship, and I don't even know what it was. Let's talk about this. The time for talk has ended with Led's life. Show now your hollow faith, Molochian. Comms shut off in a fury of electronic warfare alerts. You want to talk still? No, you no. Let's talk about. Nope. Okay, fine. Yeah, it's an enforce. You know what? 1v1 me mid, noob. 1v1 me mid. The fleet was bigger. I think the fleet met the encountered the scavenger fleet, and the scavenger fleet won. Get back over here, buddy. Come on. Run, coward. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ooh. Did the venting animation change? I swear the venting clouds of stuff look way nicer. Maneuver to a pitched battle with a dram. Nope, second in command. You can deal with it. Really? You didn't manage to catch a dram in a tempest? Shameful. They got better in it looks really nice. Like those venting things look really cool. Thank you, Dragster, for the follow. Much appreciated. Ship recovery? Nah, we good, thanks. Yoink. Right. We just saved you. But nope, okay, that's fine. A brawler. Ooh, an LP brawler. With degraded life support. With degraded life support and a compromised hull. I'm sorry, but I don't. Just no. Where on earth is this bloody... I hate flying around looking for stuff, it's just so annoying. Interesting question. The dram is a shiv sip, so it would actually retreat from a pitched battle? Oh, don't know. Good question. What? Oh, there's an asteroid field over there. The way this is going, I actually have to go... where? I've been to every body in the solar system, so... where is this bloody thing? I did! I got the salvager one, I've got the other one, I need one more. There's one last probe for me to do.
Sensational news has been received from reliable sources.
Hey, Seikakoto-san, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciated. I'll go down there again. But there's nothing down here. Am I going to have to get bloody volatiles and come back here and do a neutrino scan for this place? Because I'll be very annoyed if I have to. No worries, buddy. No worries. Ah, that's fine. Let's not go super... fine. The wolf amiibo such damage. No! How much damage did you suffer? How much did you suffer? A not inconsiderable amount of damage. Positive income! Actual positive income! Oh my god, okay. We actually have a positive income. Not much, but we actually made money last month. Well, you always find things in the last place you look, because you stop looking after you found them. If you're still looking after you found them, there's something horribly wrong with you. I'm gonna have to come back here with bloody volatiles, aren't I? Can't believe this. I'm not gonna spend like 3.5 million years searching a blank system for a single bloody probe. I need to go back and get refill anyway. We can go to Yahim, then head back to Delta Sergana. Did I find the debris field one? No, I did not. Right, hang on, let's do. Where is this? Need to go to. In the heart of the Yahim system. Salvage fleet. You wanna fight me? Okay, so... Retrieve Dominator forge components from a derelict ship located in the heart of the Yahim system. It's you, isn't it? It's bloody you. No, research station. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go back to refuel now. Because I have to, I'm running low on supplies. What the hell? I'm running low on supplies. This is not good. This is super duper not good. Yeah, no, I know. Slow down. Slow down! Yeah, I know, I know, I know. I know, I know, I know. It's gonna be a lot of money we're gonna basically be giving up here, but... Lost 1 Marine, damage to the ship, lost 2 crew, fine. In the grand scheme of things, it could have been a lot worse. Right, where... Here. Drop in. Oop. That stuff in there. Give me fuel. Give me 1,000 supplies. No, it's gonna be a lot of money. 500 supplies? Yeah. Fine. Right. Pair up. Okay. Ugh. Oof. Right. Do I have anything? Oh yeah, hello. I forgot about you. I thought you used it. So that does. That's fine. Yes, that's a bit of a problem, but anything else is kind of irrelevant. And that's pretty good. So you're doing pretty well for us here. You actually have no weapon systems of any kind whatsoever, anyway. So let's. You got 45 points. What can we do with that? We can. What can we do with this points? What can we help here with? What can we give you? That's irrelevant because your sensor profile is 0 anyway, so that's not going to make a difference. High resolution sensors. Give an ITU, obviously. Efficiency overhaul. Take that. Is it the plan? Yeah, sure. Let me just finish up here, and I'll give you a little tour of the place. Might as well take some serving equipment. You're not doing anything else at your time, and I guess you can't take cargo holds as well. So take cargo holds. Maintenance is 12. Goes up to. Oh, it's not a civilian grade hull. This doesn't count as a civilian grade hull. Oh, cool. That's actually pretty good. It doesn't count as a civilian grade hull. Cool. All that's left is we got the 21 points left over. What else makes sense? Your burn is 6, so if you can increase your burn by 1, that'd be great, but I don't think I can. A tour of my fleet. Okay, I'll have a look around. I don't have the +2 burn. I don't have the burn mod. So, yeah, so look at the fleet as it is at the moment. We have our Sunder, Mass Sunder, running beams and the high scatter amplifier. So it's knife range, but all the beams do hard flux damage, so strong. A Hammerhead running ITUs, so a bit of crappy shields, but not too bad otherwise. We have a Griffin class running bunch of harpoons and a squall. Mora running claw, broadsword, thunder, some sabopods. A regular enforcer with triple HVDs. SO enforcer with triple machine guns and a double machine gun. A condor with broadswords and piranhas. A tempest with pulse lasers. An omen set up as an omen is. A wolf with an ion beam. I'm not even sure why these ships are still here, to be honest. We have a kite, a Boscaro, and a Lasher, as well as a Valkyrie, salvage rig, a couple of Phaetons, and a Buffalo. Unstable thrusters only increases your in combat speed. It doesn't actually do anything to do with doesn't increase your. It used to way back when increase your burn, but it doesn't anymore. They separated it out into a different thing. I think quite a few patches back, I think unstable injector increased your burn speed by 1. I think that was way back when. That was maybe even before sustained burn was a thing. And the carrier fleet. It's combat ships only because this doesn't really seem... I asked a while back if people wanted their names to be put forward for non-combat ships that'll never get a story, they'll never see action, and the result was no. So we went no. I'm not inherently opposed to it. It's just And storage here. Right, the conflict info. We just got a way station. We're about to be finished building our station. Just waiting for the growth to happen at this point, really. We are almost 40% of the new. What's the order? Okay, 4, 5, 6, and yeah. Okay, so it's not too bad. Stability is rough because of the recent unrest. Okay, so where did that come from, by the way? Oh, Garnier's deteriorating. It's not desaved yet, but it's deteriorating. Hostilities, warning beacons. Pirates. It was you, wasn't it? It was bloody you. You're the one that attacked me. Vasago. Because the attack came from up there. I might have to go deal with you myself. Because agents aren't part of this. Okay, so... Back to Delta Jana, back to Jahim. Kill them whom? Oh, the pirates. Yes. In due course, absolutely. There's a research station I want to grab first. Baron Ortega redeemed him. Hara hara. The midline station's online. Hurrah! And that's what you get. 100,000 money was basically because I took supplies from my place. You don't pay for them at the point of release. You pay for them at the end of the month because they are your supplies. You just can't export them. In fairness, I had no idea what that was. Oh, the hydrate? Was there a hydrate as well? I missed the hydrate. No, yeah, it's real cheap. It is real cheap, but it's buying on credit essentially, and buying on credit is a weird one. I don't like buying on credit. I don't like spending money I don't have. So you said it was in a debris field. That makes it a little bit easier. If you can find the bloody debris field, that makes my life a lot easier. Although I am low on supplies. I should have grabbed more supplies. Is what I should have done. Always repower forward bases. Yeah, that's potentially a good idea as well. are they? Where? I haven't got any volatiles for this. Not a clue. I genuinely have no idea. I'm gonna have to come back here with volatiles because I can't be bothered otherwise. It's credit in the sense that you're not paying for them there; you're paying for them later. So it gives you a full sense of an economy. Like you're saying, oh, I only have like 100,000 credits with me, but if I can grab these supplies for free, but turns out they're not free, you have to pay for them later anyway. So at the end of the month, you'll have no money. Nope, no hints at all in the mission text as far as I can tell. It says you gotta find. We have to find one more probe, but why are you doing this to me? Bloody scavenger fleet, and I cannot face you. That is a crazy scavenger fleet. Are you insane? Where is the bloody... Okay, I see it, I see it, I see it. I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it. I'm gonna have to... How much is this gonna cost? 38 supplies to recover. Oh god, this is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Oh god. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? Right, fine, whatever. Suspend all repairs. Grab it. Salvage it. Need to get some supplies out of it. Okay, what are we getting? We're getting... a bunch of weapons. Perdition LPC, which is the hammer bombers. Extended shields, which I don't know, which is nice. 2 conversion, which I don't know, which is nice. The drive field. There you go, augmented drive field. Okay, we got that at Len. Lytic path, don't need that. Blueprint breach and proximity. Well, that was really not very good. I'll quickly do a salvage to grab more. Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Routes, which has probably helped us out a bit because we've actually we made some. What is this? Yeah, I thought so. I bloody thought so. Oop, hi. You approach the derelict. Your sensors officer quickly points out signs that you're not the first to have found it. Outgassing and debris around the target's hull match a profile for a recent salvage operation. And they were professionals, growls your ops chief with more than a hint of respect. Whoever got here first made efficient breaching cuts at key access points, leaving only a neat net of lines secured to borer pythons, favored by deep space salvage rats. They sent out a salvage team knowing what they'll find, and they performed their sweep with cautious efficiency. Your mission target is missing. You order the team's telemetry and hollow fields to be attached to the mission file as proof that you performed this job for the Academy to the best of your ability. Captain, your operations chief calls attention to an active screen displaying the residual heat around the breaching cuts. They're still hot. We might be able to catch these scavengers who made these cuts. Your mind races, putting a plan together. If you burn fast towards the closest jump point, their logical destination, after possibly spending more time in system, you might just catch the scavengers before they jump for hyperspace. Perhaps they can be persuaded to give up the piece you're looking for. Go. Is it them? Please tell me it's not them. It's these guys, though. It's those. Screw you! Bob! This is the only way. That fleet is massive, but at least now I've got some support. I've got a little bit of support. It's not a lot of support. It's a little bit of support, but it's some support nonetheless. Hang on, 1 second. This first. Let's do this first. All right. Continue. All combat ships that we can deploy. I don't care. No, it's fine. Bring you instead. Okay. You do your own thing. You do your own thing. You, my old friend. Talk to you again. Oh, I should probably remove this because I have no idea how it's going to work out. Oh, God, I hope this does get picked up. You over there. You over there. I've got 2 Dominators on my side, so hopefully it'll help out. Jesus. Move, fleet, move! What have you got? You got a Hellbore Mjolnir. Like, what you need to do is we need to start popping as soon as possible. We have got some comm relays, a couple of sensor jammers. We have massive sensor advantage. We have massive sensor advantage, which is going to work for us. Oh my God! Why are you asymmetrical? It hurts my brain. How'd you get over 200 deployment capacity? Increasing the battle size to maximum helps. Sensor advantage lowers their maximum range. So their range is reduced by 20%, it says over here. I know the mouse is moving the screen, but ECM rating 89% ours versus 23 theirs, which is a maximum of 20% difference. Their weapon range is reduced by 20%. Because of all the navs on our side as well, our top speeds are increased by 18%. My allies are well geared. Old model, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Right. The biggest threats, I think, are going to be the bloody apogees, to be honest, because they're the ones that can't really get through the. I can't really shield through the apogees that easily. We're about to find out, anyway. Oof. Pop the apogee. Tempest has taken a couple of hits. Avoid that apogee. Focus on...
Sensation. It happened. Finally, the moment we have all dreamed about.
Cub, thanks for the sub, much appreciated. Get some engage orders on you. The best way to do is if you start moving... If this fleet here balls up and starts moving that way, clearing as we go is the best thing we can get. Hands with the sub, much appreciated. Thank you very much. What I can is I want to catch up to these. Okay. Alright. Hit you. Reload. Pop it. Good. Problem there, Jesus. That Tempest is in a moment right now. I need to get behind this Dominator. Okay, that's my Griffin. My Griffin's going like, hi. Come on. If he's facing me, shoot him, please. He's facing me. Please shoot him. Yep. Ah! Oh. Thanks for the support. Thunder support. Okay. Pop it. Right. Dominator down. Kill it. My god, can you please, like... And engage order on you and on you. Leave those dominators aside for the time being. Start falling back, please. Let's clear out the back here, because this backline is kind of splitting my fleet entirely. Ugh. Oh, God. Seikak Watosan with a 10 gift sub. Oh my god, thank you very much. Ah! Oh my god, thank you so much to Rhubarb, Gred, SG Neo, Nix, Tarabi, Kadat SC, Master Blastoise, Piroshi, Seraphi, and Lyrixd. Oh my god, thank you so much. Oh, immediate hype train, holy crap. Damn. Thank you very much. And I had to speak through most of that, so hopefully Twitch doesn't pick it up, because if I don't speak through that, I think Twitch picks it up as a DMCA crap. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Straight to level 4. Ah! What the hell? No, why? I have to keep speaking over this! Oh my god, TGVSC, thank you for the diff subs. Sanzer, you, Jakob984, to Inyeka, to LT Kramer 1, to FMG, to Nightcom, to Stiegel, to Beakus McMunch, I like that, to Vito Skippo, and to Harabek Weathers. Oh my god, people, you're insane. It's crazy. Stop doing this. No, why? Why are you doing this to me? No, stop! Stop it! Oh, what are you doing? This is insane. I can't even read them all. I gotta tap out for this. What the hell? Oh my god, okay, that was a... Sasha just gifted a sub to Hellmaster21. Oh my god, and then CUV gifted 15 subs. CUV, that's insane! Is it gonna say? Ah, it is! Okay, whew, let's go. Oh my god, it's crazy. To DM Fizzy, to Mr. Jabsnor, to Muhanga, to Whitcode, to Das Boot 50, to Melting Point JTV, to Arcadello, to me number one, to Nemo number one apparently. No, I'm Nemo number one, what the hell? To XKOC0, to Rumbottom, to Lanyos, or Ianios, I can't tell, to Death Noah, to Aaron Jin, to Placebo Sagans, which is an amazing name, and Civi0. Thank you very much. Oh my god. Hi, Rose. Oh my god. And Alnira with a Prime sub, thank you very much. Oh my god, this is insane. You're all crazy people. Why are you all crazy people? Oh my god. It's insane. Oh my god. Hey Rachella. Oh god. Thank you very much, everybody. You're all insane people.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
I have to be mad because you're all insane. And I have to hydrate. Thank you, Mark. I need to hydrate. I need to drink something. Oh my god. Oh. Was something... hang on. Was CUV saying... Is it CUV or is it CUV? I'm going to say CUV until you say otherwise. 10-hour loop. Oh god, craziness. So yeah, so I have been playing Starsector on and off for about 7 years now. Yeah, so don't take my skill or lack of. I'm just used to playing it. When I was in the beginning, it just takes you a while to get used to playing the game. Cov, cool. It just takes you a while to learn how to play. Like it is like, for me, it's kind of second nature because I've been playing it for 7 years. But it is coming from any other game. Starsector plays quite differently to anything else. I've not seen something play in much the same way. Possibly things like Space Pirates and Zombies is probably the closest you'll get. Ironic hype train, the biggest cluster truck of a battle. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for the battle. Oh god, my shield was up, so I right clicked and took my shield down. Damn it, Nemo, you fool. High intensity down. High intensity down. High intensity is down. Come on, melt the apogee. Melt the apogee. Apogee's down. Vent quick. Go over there. Why are you over there? No, you go... Hang on. Engage order on you as well. If I can take out the vigilance, that'd be nice. Sasha with the bits, thank you.
What a train.
What a train. Vigilance. What have you got, vigilance? Heavy burst laser and a sick. Wow, you're literally crap. Okay, I can ignore. I can safely ignore you.
That could change the history of humanity.
Trading with the gift sub, Doom. Gosk, thank you very much. You're all insane. My omen! No! I lost the omens. Okay, hang on. Avoid all the dominators until we're ready for them, please. Like, over here, get down here. Help over here. Nobody else up there. Not a single one up there. Kill the Moras first, please. And the apogee as well. I've got Thea. Overloaded? Mora? Good. Mora down. Okay. No, you still gonna come down here and deal with this nonsense, please. Flame out as well. High flux. Hill disabled. Okay, pause. Kite, where's my kite? Kite. Where's the kite? Kite? Kite. You can flee. You can flee as well, Wolf. You're kind of okay for the time being. You got CR. You're gonna have CRs as well, so fine. I guess we'll start removing. We'll start removing the void orders. An engage order on that one. In fact, everybody, that one, please. Breaking him with the high intensity moment, the best background grip. It's one of those things like that. Whenever that thing gets picked up, it's like, okay, I lose monetization on the VOD and stuff like that. But frankly, it's worth it. I don't give a crap at that point. That thing is just too epic otherwise. Hopefully, we get to keep the Omen again. No, I ordered the... Oh, I did, didn't I? Blast. Good point. I ordered the kite and the wolf to engage again. Kite, get out of there. Wolf, get out of there. Good point. I did do that. Flamed out as well. Hang on, where are you, buddy? You can leave as well. And you honestly join the party here. Next target is not that one, screw that one. Nothing. So you can go ahead and come back here and guard this thing. Engage orders over there now. I'm going to see if I can turn around and deal with a strike. You two can come in and help out. If I can catch up with a strike, that'd be nice. My CR is slowly dropping though. Good. Strike down. This is a mess. There was an avoid order on you. Not helping. Let's go over there, help out. Where's my onslaught? I haven't got one yet. Besides, I want a Paragon. Or Tempest. I'll take everything, to be honest. Tempest is probably going to need to back away as well. Right. Oh, the vigilance from before, right? Yeah, you are. Yeah, I know. Pop it. Good. Which is down. Malfunctions across the board. God, I wish I still had missiles. Give me my Tachyon Lance. I want a Tachyon Lance back. Give me my Tachyon Lance back. Tachyon Lance is online. Get close enough to use it. Get close enough to use it. Close enough. Sympathetic explosion off the mule. Come on. Get behind the damn thing. Oh my god, ablative armor, go away. I need a moment to breathe now. Holy crap. That was a good fight. Join the pursuit. Kinda. Second in command. Take the things that aren't damaged, please. Because everything else is really rough. Ships for recovery. I can recover my own Omen with increased maintenance. That's... Okay, no, hang on a second. We have the potential to get... Okay, that's new. Degraded life support means lowers maximum crew down. Fine. Structural damage means you lower the hull integrity. It's crap. The downgraded shields means your flux isn't great. Damaged weapon mounts. I forgot what damaged weapon mounts does. Because you are something I would potentially want to grab. I'd grab you as well. Although it's literally all my supplies. But it's two pretty good cruisers. I'll have to like run back immediately. Is Starsector steep learning curve or not? Not really. I mean, it's a game that you will spend a lot of time doing it. No, but I am definitely working towards that perk, Salau. I'll get supplies from the salvage as well. The crew is going to be a bit more problematic, but yes. You know what? Screw it. Let's grab some supplies. Grab everything we get our little hands on. Hi. Level up to me? Or no, is it? Oh, just level up. Okay. Oh, I'm still okay. I'm still level 10. Okay, but people leveled up over here. Mothballing you. Again, mothball you. Mothball you. That leaves us at least with something we can neutralize. Spend repairs. It's still too close. Repair you, repair you, repair you. Repair you. Repair you, you, and you. And you. 265. It's still cutting it close, but it's better than not. What do you get from you? You level up. The lack of carrier skills you have here. There's literally like one carrier skill. And you don't have it. Take impact mitigation. The only carrier skill, as far as I can tell, the only carrier skill in the game that they can get is Strike Commander. That's the only carrier skill you have. Everything is, everyone else has a helmsmanship. Okay, right. Right. Salvage as well. No, okay. Some more supplies, good. Right, hi. Com request time. I can't fight you now. An image of Adewale Howard, commander of the Independent Scavenger Fleet, coalesces before you. In just a look, you can see in his eyes that you both understand the stakes in meeting a stranger in the dark volume outside the court worlds. Bright stars, Captain, he says in greeting. What brings you to this humble orbit? You found something I need. Let's make a deal, because I cannot afford to fight you. Or I can just... No, we're going to bluff you. We're bluffing you. Because the stories you get when you're bluffing are amazing. Say, aren't you Adewale Howard? The scavenger blinks. Yes, my name is in the Cobb's IDs we exchanged when this land was opened. Yes, my name is on screen. Well done. It's coming back to you now. Some minor report in a dock a ways back. You're not sure why you read it so deeply into the neighboring vessel's ownership, status, and history of public contract affiliations. Just something to pass the time while the cargo is moot, perhaps. You explain, referencing the details you now recall, that they are the Adewale Howard, serving a long-term contract for the Providence Supply Stock Combine, registered with the good old APCC, the Agrius Provisional Commerce Concordat, and it's a good thing you found them now rather than having them find out about it when they got back to Norsha. Find out what? He says in a flat voice that expects bad news. The results of the investigation, of course. The investigation? You shake your head as you tell us of the scandal and subsequent legal action that has toppled most of the board of directors of the PSCC after the APCC was tipped off about funds being shuffled between certain providers of ghost capital in a scheme involving heavy weapons smuggled into Pather space, leveraged off prime eventide real estate. The rot goes deep, and with the interfactional diplomatic pressure, the Concordat will see more heads roll in the upcoming cycle, that's for sure. The captain looks more and more like a spaced corpse as you lay it on. But your real problem is the expropriation order. He can't even bring himself or herself to say it. Yes, you confirm, sadly. The sum of property owned by the PSSC and leased covenant-bonded indentured or contract elements thereof are all forfeit to the APCC to be sold off to pay for the enormous fines, and rights to that property that is still, as they say, in transit has been sold off in an anonymous auction. Thank you very much to Action Jackson 1985 for the follow. Appreciate it. All in all, it's a good thing you got here first to tip them off about the mess. Why? Where they could have found themselves adrift in a life pod and missing every redundant organ of a savory... If an unsavory repossessor found them first, with this warning, they can scrub their transponder ID, sell everything they're carrying on the first black market they find, and buy citizenship on any independent polity they want, with the seed capital left over for whatever energy comes next. As the tip for the tip-off, perhaps I could take that bit of salvage. Captain Howard quickly agrees that you've been more than helpful, and that one very specific bit of salvage is hardly enough of a reward for what you've done. You can only shake your head and smile, explaining that out among the stars, independent captains like you and him have to look out for one another. The scavenger looks at you with a grim determination as you say your goodbyes. Burn bright, Captain Moonwest, and thank you once more. You close the comms link just as a logistics officer reports that a cargo drone was delivered to the mission target. The writing is so good! The writing is so good! No! The thing is, Morthen, this is true. Like, I didn't make this up. The story point was that you remember that you read in Doc that the company that he's working for no longer exists, and that essentially all his stuff has probably been sold to cover the debts. Alright, thanks. Oh, buy Starsector with paychecks, alright. Another one. It said bluff? Did it say bluff? Aw, that's sad. Damn it. Oh, I'm sad. It said, oh, now I'm sad. Oh well. But yeah, the story points for this game are amazing. Let's get out of here, because I just realized the time, it's late. Let's get back home. We'll name the ships. Oh yeah, hang on. Some people need repairs. I can't just leave everything on low repairs, because... Gee, who can... You don't need repairs. You don't need repairs. You don't need repairs. Because you are already on... Okay. You're mothballed. You're mothballed. Yeah, so we need to repair the things that are in low CR. Everything else can improve. Okay, let's start heading back. We'll head back to the... We'll head back to the colony. Yeah, F7. Just go ahead. Yeah, I need them back in the yellow at least. Right. Either that or just mothball them completely. It's one or the other. Ooh, suffers damage from transverse jump activation. Right. Slow down. We got enough days of supplies left now and stuff, so it's not too bad. The fuel's okay as well. Although we're gonna have to eat another chunk of money. You have to go back to Galatia and get paid, essentially, because all these repairs and the supplies we need for them have really eaten into our profits. Excuse me. We'll name the ships as well before we hop off today. I'll name the ships as well. I don't think I can probably outfit them out here. I'll have to outfit them back in Corvus, because that's where all the weapons are. But so far, so good. I mean, I'm happy with what we did today. I hope you are as well. I'm so sad that was a bluff. It would have been awesome if it was actually real. I mean, it's I never play characters that have deception skills, so it's like, oh no, please, it was real. I want the option to go back into real space. And, to go back to real space. And actually make it so that... You sons of... Mine, I think you'll find. I need a patrol HQ. I need a patrol HQ here now. Scavengers, mercantile convoys, scavengers. Hey, this is where we're operating. Let's drop stuff off. Right, sort this out. Stockpile metal. Right, get some supplies. You have plenty of fuel, right? So let's get like 500 supplies worth. Refit, no. Fleet screen. Repair everything up. Go to refit. Right, let's name the last two ships we have here. How long is it going to cost me? It's going to cost me 30,000, 300,000, and 300. Well, 600,000 to repair both of these, if I wish to do so. Kill them pirates. Yeah, I have to go up there at some point as well. I do have to go back. I think we might do the trip back to Galatia, then up to the pirates. And we'll see how it works out, because I am kind of money locked right now. Regardless, let's name the ships. So the Apogee is going to be called... Again, if you want to... Again, I'm going to give people like 5 minutes. 5 minutes? A couple minutes. If you want your name called and you're now a sub, because we just got like 30 new subs. Hi, everyone. If you're a sub and you want your name to be in the list of draws, !join, please. So if you're a sub now, !join, and there's a chance that you can go ahead and... I'll give you a couple minutes to do that before I start... Pick 2 names. There's going to be a lot of names on the list now, thankfully. So I'll pick a couple of names. Well, I'll give people time to do that. Yeah, !join. That's the one. Yeah, there have been a lot of subs given out. And thank you very much to everybody, by the way. Because of all your insaneness, I actually have more subs than I have viewers right now. Thank you very much. Like, thank you so much, everyone. You break me, you really do. Your generosity is incredibly appreciated. Oh my god. Thank you so much. You're all insane, right? You know this. Absolutely crazy. I have a drink as well, because I love all the reading, but it does actually kill my throat, so. Oh. We just insanely love your stream, you know. Wow, my stream, but not me, Morton. I see how it is. Just need some alcohol to sweeten your throat. Nah, I need honey lemon tea. That's what I need. Honey lemon tea. You just find bad things in everything. Let's pick the first name. Let's pick the first name. First name from the list is going to be... Who is it? Damn it. This thing doesn't work perfectly. I just want to check. Come on, bot. Tell me who it is. Panthergraph. Apogee is the Panthergraph. The new Panthergraph. Which came with a hill. I mean, this thing came pretty equipped as it is. It has like a hill already and a locust, so it's pretty well equipped as it is. And the Dominator, which comes with one Mjolnir already. I could go Mjolnir. Ooh, I guess I'm pretty good here. And the next one is going to be called Thirsty Work. I like that name. Fat Fingers? Did I Fat Finger something? Panthergraph. What did I Fat Finger? Everything's spelled correctly, right? No, did I? Okay, fair enough. Cool. So we have the new the Panthergraph and the Thirsty Work. We'll kit them out next time. Oh god. Repair up for another 81 supplies. So we'll kit them out next time. I think we can take. We're going back into society now, so I think we can carry a lot of stuff because this stuff isn't actually produced in this system. We can just grab it and take it with us because they'll never sell the metal and the stuff here. Storage. Nemo, it's late. Sorry, I'm sorry, everyone. It is that time, but it's always like, just a little bit more. I have a little bit more to do here, a little bit more to do there. I need more crew as well, don't I? Yes, I do. How much crew do I need? I need, before I forget, help. There you go. Done. Okay. Right. Save. Just one more turn. Very much so. Very much so. Let's see if you can find someone. Right. Thank you very much, everyone, for hopping by. I'm going to call the stream now. We'll see if we can drop you all on someone. See if you can raid someone nice. But thank you very much, everyone, for hopping by. Thank you very much to all the gift subs and the bits. And you are all insane. And thank you very much. Your generosity is incredibly appreciated. I'm going to dump you all on someone. I'll find someone to raid. But, yeah. Let's quickly just hop out the game, because unfortunately Starsector doesn't... Some parts of Starsector don't really like being tapped out of. Who be streamings? My first check is people I'm following, are they streaming? If they're not streaming, who's streaming Starsector? That's the next leap. Because whoever's streaming the game, I'm streaming. So Mugungu, I think, is streaming right now. Try to use Guide the Raid. Okay, Darren the Wizard. Okie dokie, that works for me. Darren the Wizard. What's Darren the Wizard doing? Let's find out. That cough there, that's my throat going tired. Oh, yeah, hell yeah, we're raiding for X-Anime. X-Anime is awesome stuff. I haven't played X-Anime in so long, but we're raiding for that. If you are a sub, you also have the raid notification. If you are a sub, you have access to this. Please go ahead and raid them. You are all my Nemonauts, so all hands on deck. Give Exenema huge love, because I haven't touched Exenema in a long time. And just the fact that someone's following Darren in Exenema means things... Wow, okay, Exenema definitely has changed. I should make a something to someone... Yeah, well, I need to find... I'm trying to find a good emote for the non-sub one. There's no, like, free emote of a ship or anything. Anyway, folks, I will drop you off now before I get you got automatically kicked there. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and... I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Outer Wilds. We're gonna carry on with Outer Wilds tomorrow. Tomorrow is Chill Saturdays. So we'll do Outer Wilds tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday with more Starsector. So thank you very much, everyone. I will catch you all tomorrow for Outer Wilds, Monday for Starsector, or on my Discord. See you then, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.